Low-scoring playoff hockey game.
No, it was not.
What do you take out of that?
I think it's a fan's dream and a coach's nightmare. It's a 7-5 playoff game, but you know what? We found a way to win, and that's the most important thing. So, definitely our team played hard, and we had to clean some things up because we know next game is going to be a lot tougher.
What was the energy on the bench after Toronto scored those back-to-back goals to make it 3-2?
You know what? Our group is great. They stay very poised, calm. I try to stay calm as well. As a coach, you get excited. You get upset when they aren't doing the little things well, and get excited when they do. But it was just one of those crazy games. I mean, there were bounces. They were hitting our players going in, hitting their players going in, for both sides. So I mean, it was just one of those nights where I don't know how to describe it. I haven't really been a part of a game like that before.
What did you make of Brooks' game, her ability to score in the slot there?
She's been kind of a beast in front of the net for us all year. Her second effort goal, she had the one in Raleigh where she's, basically laying on her stomach and she finds a way to chip it in. And, she's had a tremendous year for us. I think when we drafted her, we thought she was going to be a player that would add some sandpaper to our group. But she also has a good scoring touch. She shoots puck really well, skates well. So, I mean, she's definitely been a really good player for us.
Does the coach know when his team's going to get off to a start like that?
I don't know about that. I mean, we're at home. We've been playing well. It's kind of one of those situations. You hope that because of the quick turnaround, they landed yesterday afternoon. I got back this morning. Just one of those deals where, you hope that they haven't kind of relaxed because they're at home and they haven't been at home much the last 2 months. Especially the players that played at the Worlds. But we knew we needed to come out and kind of set the pace, set the tone.
Why did you not get back till today?
Oh, I was watching my son play Clark Cup finals in Waterloo, so I flew to watch him play last night and for his birthday and watch him play at his USHL game. So
one could argue this game is a good example of how it's how you finish more than you start. And so, how is this a good lesson for showing everyone how this is an example of finishing strong? Yeah,
I mean I don't know about finishing strong. We just knew we had to keep scoring because apparently they were going to keep scoring as well. So it was kind of a race. I certainly never thought it would be a race to 6 to get the win. So, but it's just like I said, it was a crazy game, and we know there's no quit in them. We know they're a good team. We know they're going to play hard and they're going to keep coming.
Cava continues to deliver, especially when it matters. Those two huge goals there. What was your perspective from there?
Yeah, I mean she's a highly skilled player, and she loves the big moments. She loves to play in the playoffs. She loves kind of the spotlight kind of thing, and she made a couple of great plays on it.
I know you said coaches don't necessarily like high-scoring games, but is this a good advertisement for the skill in this league?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's exciting. I know as a fan, and as like a couple weeks ago, we lost 1-0 or 2 with an empty net, but that was a tough game. Where I felt we had a good crowd and we weren't able to put any goals on the board. But obviously today, our ladies were feeling it, and they were shooting pucks and getting open and making some great plays.
Just today too, I mean, since that shutout, the offense has really produced. There was, the 8 goals against Boston, and today when you've needed it too, the basically must-win games and playoffs, just to see the offense clicking and getting rewarded too on different lines contributing, and defense last game. Yeah, I mean, it's for us. We know our depth is one of our strengths. I feel like, and we try to rely on it. When we need to, and. Definitely, we're getting scoring from Liz. Had a huge goal for us to start the game, and she doesn't get a lot of offensive opportunities a lot, and so it was a huge goal for her and a huge goal for the team. Like you said, the D have been contributing a lot. Lee's been outstanding lately. Just she's finding a way to get herself on the score sheet and as well as play solid defensively. So, it's just about us we're trying to be the best team. We're not trying to be the best player or individual or. That's something we kind of preach from day one, and we know it worked for us last year, so we're trying as best we can to try to keep it going.
Is the elimination game the toughest to win?
Yeah, I mean I expect their best game. I mean I already said it to the ladies in the room, like, hey, it was a crazy game and we found a way to win, which is good, but we got to expect their best game, and it'll be nice. We'll have a day to kind of reset tomorrow, have a day off, and then have a good practice on Tuesday, and back to work Wednesday.
Liz also scored the first goal for you guys last year when he came back in Game 3. is there, after not scoring, I think, all season, is there something about the playoffs where is it just she's in the right place, right time, or is she kicking into another
Yeah.
gear at all, or?
I think she has great habits, so I think she's doing a lot of things well and doesn't always get rewarded for it. But I think it was actually Game 5 where she had the game winner. That was her first goal of the year last year. So, but she scored in the Boston game or Ottawa game, one of those two games. She had a big goal for us, and her line is playing well. They're reading off each other. It doesn't matter who's out there against, who they're against, and they're finding ways to be successful, hem teams in, use the forecheck, and then get some offense as well.
We good for Ken? Thank you. Great.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
We'll get the players in here.
Liz, you got the goal to get things started. Did you guys talk as a team about trying to jump on them early?
Yeah, absolutely. We came off a long trip. It's no secret, right? So we wanted to make sure we came out and started the right way and got the crowd into it early. So I think little did we know it was going to start off all these goals, but definitely great to get out and set the tone early.
And so what was the most important part in just staying ahead as they kept kind of climbing back in?
Yeah, just committing to our game plan, right? Like, you never know what game's going to be in front of you, but the way we stuck to our structure, stuck together when things, through the ups and downs of that game, says a lot about our team and our character, and there was never, any doubt that we were going to close this one out.
Is there something about the playoffs, the postseason, that agrees with you, at least goal scoring wise? I think you did a similar thing last year. You guys come in off of 2 shutout losses, and you kind of broke that streak there. But for you, Ken was talking about just kind of the habits that you have, and is there something different, a different gear you have in the playoffs, or is it just kind of being in the right place?
Yeah, I think anytime you get to the postseason, you want to turn it up a notch, and our whole team has done a really great job of that. Obviously, we came in, it felt like our playoffs started, with 3 games left in the regular season, and we continually got better and dialed it up a little bit more, so it's great to contribute, and it takes everybody to win at this time of year, and happy to be a part of that. Playoff Liz. Playoff Nick.
Michela,
Michela.
go ahead.
You got back-to-back goals in the third. Are you looking to try to get the hat trick on the empty netter? Is that in your mind, or?
Yeah, I guess, obviously it's a fun thing to be able to do, but we made the game close again at the end there, and I think everyone was just focused on trying not to let any more goals in and clean up our defensive game. So to me, that's way more important than getting a hat trick. So I feel like it was a good way to end the game, not letting them get any more on us. So
Ken talked about it being a coach's nightmare, the way the game was played out.
something like that, yeah.
What do you think happened out there?
Yeah, I think obviously it was a good offensive game for both teams. I think it's just about cleaning up little things, right? Getting the pucks deep at the red line, and just focusing on the little things that we know we could do as a team and use our speed. And we all know that 5 goals against is not the way we wanted the game to go. So I think we'll really clean that up and just continue to score goals.
Would each of you talk about the nature of Brooke's game, and are those the kind of goals she usually scores?
Yeah, we were actually just talking about it outside. She's so strong on her stick. She's so strong in front of the net. It's so hard for people to move her. And we were both just saying, if I'm going to score goals like that, I'd have to have my hand literally at the bottom of my blade to be able to get it in. So she's pretty incredible in front of the net and a huge addition to our team. And she's solid.
Yeah, for sure. It's great to see her get on the board a couple times today, scoring goals the way she has all season for us. That's a huge part of our power play success, of our 5-on-5 game. So yeah, she's been great for us this year.
For either of you, last year's playoff run and going into that, there were some similarities to this year too, where you guys, last home game shutout, making the playoffs was not a certainty. But there's always so much talk about the belief and the confidence that you guys have as a team and in your room. What does that look like the past 5 games or so? The offense has come to life big time. You guys have won games that you needed to win. Can you go into detail just about kind of what that confidence looks like?
Obviously that's not the way we draw it up to go in the playoffs in that kind of way. You want to take control, and this year we did that a little bit better. But I just think the experience we have in this room from last year, from previous teams we're all coming from, we've had a lot of success and fortunate to lean on that. And our leaders do a great job of keeping everybody focused on the main thing, which is playing our brand of hockey, because we see the success that we have when we do that.
Yeah, I think just to add on to that, we play and we don't quit. we knew during the season that we were a really fast and really skilled team. Obviously, we lost it a few times throughout the year, but going into playoffs in those last 2 games, we knew that we had another level, and you could really see everybody just embrace that and just play with the physicality that other teams don't want to play with. I think that's a big thing that we all kind of lean on each other for. So.
Michela, your number 1 star puck went to a fan with a sign that she had last year in the championship. Did you scan the crowd to find, the fans with the sign, or how'd you pick that fan?
Yeah, I actually seen it before, like a couple minutes left in the game behind the net, and then I was just trying to find somebody that would be a good person, funny to give it to, and I saw that sign, and I'm not used to people holding up signs for me, so honestly, I was like, hey, I like that, so went in and gave her a puck.
You had a little experience with it last year. Is an elimination game the toughest one to win?
Yeah, of course. We kind of know, like, it's okay to be down, and we knew going to Toronto would be tough to take 2 games there, and I think we just got to keep focused and play our game, not worry about an elimination game, just kind of stick with the plan and try and get the win on Wednesday and hope to not have to travel again. And I think we all enjoy being back now, and we just got to focus on what we know we're good at. So.
The ability of Toronto to kind of get themselves back and kind of echo what happened in like game 2 when they kind of scored those 2 goals kind of relatively quick. So going into game 4, what's got to be the most important thing to make sure that they don't have those kind of rapid opportunities?
Yeah, I think it's about just keeping the possession and keeping the spirits high on the bench, just kind of working together. When they do get one, we got to find ways to just get the puck deep and start going back to work. I feel like we did that today, and of course they scored too many goals, but I think that's just the biggest thing, right, is just to get back on the attack and try and take it to them.
Yeah, I can add to that. I think it's just important to not get too high with the highs, too low with the lows, right? This league is too good. All the teams are too tight to, think you're in the clear in any way. So keeping our foot on the gas for sure. Going into this elimination game, we know it's going to be the toughest one.